Welcome back, guys. This is our 1975 Chevrolet Scottsdale. We're going to be sticking a mid-90s engine and transmission in this because the engine that's in here likes to overheat and the transmission is shot. But we'll take you guys around this. Now, when we bought this, it had a brush guard on it, and that's the one that we stuck on our watermelon minivan truck. And that fell off when we were pulling it home, so then we stuck this chain down below, and now we got a permanent chain because it's jammed in there. The rocker on this side is in pretty good condition. The cab corner's gone. The whole truck has kind of most of the windows deleted and the interior delete. We're going to be fixing that and the windows. We got all that. Some pretty big dents in the back here. Missing all the lights. We got a rear bumper for it. That's in the shop. Tailgate works. We had this truck tarp on it to keep the water out. This is what this side's looking like. The cab corner's good on this side, but the rocker's gone. When we got it, it had hood stacks out of the hood. We have since deleted that. And overall, this frame is in really good condition. Just mostly surface rust on the back, but the whole front has paint. The fender wells are good. But when the last owner had big tires on this, he dented it in the fenders so they'd fit. So I'm thinking we'll do, fender flares to kind of fix that. Just take care of a couple dents. So under the hood here we got 350, and the brakes don't have the booster on them, and as I said before, the fenders are in really good shape, so that's pretty good, and that's about all there is in here. Okay, so now we're gonna go take you guys over behind the barn. That's where we got our donor vehicle for this. So we're gonna show you guys that. Now this here is our donor vehicle. And the reason this thing's not on the road is because it's been vandalized. There's a little bit of rust here, and we can't drive vandalized vehicles that are rusty. And the other side's got a flat tire. And the frame is starting to go. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but just a slight bow there. So the frame's kind of bad. So we're going to start by pulling this one into the shop, and then we'll go behind the barn and get the OBS, and we'll put that one right in front of it. So then we can just swap the engines. Now we're going to hook on the front of the vehicle and pull it around this way, but between the snow melt and us accidentally burning our neighbor's wood pile down when we started a brush fire, it's a little bit swampy down in there. So now we're just gonna hook on the back, pull it around that way into the shop with the Blazer.
So guys, we're about to back up. Get the mud truck pulled to the garage. We have some brakes, not a lot, but some is better than none.
Alright, so we got her backed in just basically as far as we can get her, so we can still just walk behind it if we need to. Now we're gonna go get the OBS.
So guys, Wesley is hooking up the battery connections for our 12-volt tire inflator. Fix this back tire on the OBS.
there to get us where we need to go. She doesn't run because the fuel pump, I think, is shot. I hope that's the reason. We're gonna hook it up to the Blazer and drive over to the shop. I forgot we don't have much of a bumper to push on back here, so this could get interesting. All right, so we got this one up here, so now we got a whole line of Chevrolets. Now, the real problem with this is the previous owner decided they were going to pull something that was a little too heavy, and they ended up pulling the truck in half. But the exhaust looks basically brand new the whole way, so I think we might just take that and put that on the mud truck too. I think one fender flare will cover all that up. Never know it existed. So the plan is we're gonna pull all of this out, strip it down, and then put that probably where those new barrels are or something. You'll see that engine in something in the future. We just don't know what. I know where there's an El Camino that's missing an engine, so maybe put that in there. And then we got to take all this out. We got to pay attention to like wiring and the computer and everything. Try not to piss this guy off. And then pull all that out, put it in here. So, I don't know. Will it work? Maybe. Is Michelle Obama a man? Maybe.
So guys, I gave you that little tidbit of the old 350 in the mud truck starting up one last time before we yank it out. Because hard telling how long it's going to be before this engine makes an appearance in another vehicle. Hopefully not too far in the future, but, you know, plans change.
And now that everything in there is hot, we're going to take it out and burn our fingers a few times. It's more fun that way. All right, I think we got everything disconnected. We got the steering wheel out. I got drive shafts disconnected. We got all the motor mount bolts out. I think all we got to do now is hook cherry picker on and lift this thing out. Make sure we don't break anything.
Yes. Okay.
prop thing. Oh. There we go.
Okay. I'll get out of here. So guys, as you can see, we have the engine and transmission out of the engine bay. Now it's just the fact of getting it out of the garage without completely destroying everything.
All right, this is now empty. Basically what it's gonna look like. Lots of factory paint, which is good. That's sitting over there. Now we just need to go at taking all of this out. There's probably a lot less factory paint on this one. All right, I think we got this thing just about ready to pull out. Got all the wiring disconnected. We had to pull the front end off there. I got transmission disconnected, computer, fuse box, all that stuff kind of strapped to the top of the engine. We had to delete on our air conditioning because I didn't feel like dealing with that. And I removed the transmission cross member, and it's sitting on that cross member right now. There we go. We got it out of the engine bay. Yeah, Dylan had to go to work, so I had to do it myself, but we made it. Now we just need to get it to fit in here. I don't know. We might want to take this front piece off just because to make it easier. But that's going to have to be a little later tonight. I got to go milk cows, so I'll come back when I'm done with that. All right, guys, we're back. It's night. Got the engine transmission here, ready to put it in. I'm hoping we won't have to remove this. It's kind of tricky to get the last one out, so it should be even more fun to get this one in. And I got new lights in here. Bunch of new LEDs. There's not a single dark spot in the engine bay. So, that's good. Well, we got her in, and that was an absolute pain. She actually bolts right in, though, after you take these off and put the ones that are from the truck on. Then it bolts right in. We accidentally ran into our ceiling with the cherry picker, so gotta patch that up. But yeah, it's in. I don't got transmission bolted in yet. Just I got 2 bolts holding the engine in because I want somebody else here to help me get the other ones because they're a pain to do by yourself. I got all the electrical kind of and plumbing kind of where it's supposed to be. We got to stick this here radiator in yet. That we did test fit it. It fits pretty good. I accidentally bent the throttle cable, so I got to bend that back. That's gonna do it for tonight, guys. It is currently 1:51 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to sleep, and in a couple days when I get some time, we'll work on this a little more, get everything kind of buttoned up, see if we can get it to crank with the key. That would be nice. Good night. All right, guys, we're back. It's another night, and Dylan's here too. We just got the dash out and our steering wheel. We're gonna see if we can get this thing to crank with the key. Well, that's the plan anyway. But first we gotta remove what's left of the old dash out so we can, I don't know if we're going to either use this dash, kind of like update the, truck with a different dash, maybe paint like the top half blue and then the bottom half white. Or I do have another dash that's actually for a square body that we can put in this thing.
So guys, we, jerry-rigged the OBS dash into place.
I think we're going to go with the actual square body dash.
Yes, because this one sticks out way too far and it's not wide enough. But we have the steering column from the OBS in here as well, so we're hooking up wiring.
There we go. That's all together. All that get fed to the firewall at some point. That can hang out down there. That can hang out down there. A little foggy, guys. That's because it was just outside. I think that's in. Doesn't fit in that hole. I think we got all the wiring good enough to make the engine spin. So I got the jump box hooked up here, and I'm gonna go turn the key. It won't start or anything because we don't got a fuel system. Uh-oh.
What?
I don't got any lights. All right, guys, we found the issue. There's two positives, and we forgot to hook one of them up. So I'm hearing beeping sounds. I'm assuming that's good. We're gonna try it again. All right, I got lights on the dash. Aw. No crank. Park. Okay, that helps. There we go. It cranks, but remember how earlier I said I thought it wouldn't run because of the fuel pump? I now think it won't run because of the starter, which would have probably been easier to replace when we had the engine out of the vehicle. But it cranks with the key. That's good. All right, guys, so that's gonna about do it for today's video. Next time we're gonna stick the radiator in there, and we got a bunch of other cooling stuff that we got to put in, plumbing and mount electrical stuff. That's the plan. Also, I want to get our fuel system in. Currently, this is a fuel system, but we need a pressurized one. So it's just running out of this boat tank here. And this was their attempt at keeping this thing cool. They had a cooler back here and let's dunk this in. So yeah, that's good. But anyway, I want to put a, you know, like actual nice tank in here, and then either put the fill over here, or if there's enough room, put it like right here. That is the plan. Now guys, something I forgot to mention when we were taking this out, and I actually didn't notice this until we were taking the transmission out. This was actually an all-wheel drive. So, not four-wheel drive. So, that's kind of cool. Now these doors, we actually have a pair of doors that we can put on this. Are from a Suburban, but they got the mirror, they got the whole interior, they got glass. That's nice. They're also power up and down, so that's kind of neat. And we'll actually probably be able to tie that in with this wiring harness that goes to the windows and stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you guys would like to see the rest of this project, make sure you guys press that subscribe button if you have not already, and we'll see you in the next one.